And start, let me introduce myself. This is Sanjay, and I have total 12 years of experience in data analyst field. And currently, I am working as a manager data analyst with one of the MNC company. Uh, I have delivered training for 5 to 6 corporate companies and 200 plus individuals yet. Okay, so let's start the session regarding the data analyst. Um, I'm assuming everyone you are new for data analyst, and maybe someone um, is aware about some kind of the techniques data analyst. Maybe someone is aware about Excel only, and he wants to learn Power BI and the other tools. And maybe someone is aware about the SQL as a programmer or query function, and he wants to learn about the Excel and the other tools. So we'll start from the scratch, and today I'll give you a idea what is data analyst, how data analyst works, and what is the what all are the opportunities available in data analyst, what is the scope in data analyst field. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Let me know if everybody can see it.
We can.
Uh, yep. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. So the first thing, what is data analyst? So there might be a few technical terms as well, you need to store the data in DB and then fetch the data in the specific tool or something. But as a normal way, in practical way, if I want to say what is data analyst, so data analyst is somebody who can work with data and convert the large amount of data or the raw data into a summarized table or these visuals where the operation team, the other teams who all are not the technical, they can understand the data, what is going on in data sets, and how they can improve their KPIs. They'll have understanding what is data talking about. So there will be a large amount data, maybe 1 lakh row or 2 lakh, 10 lakh or so on, but you'll have to summarize that data with the help of the tools which are like Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, and maybe in future we'll have some other tools as well. But if you will have the understanding regarding how to play with data, how to react if data come to your way, it might be from different domains like from insurance, from banking sector, and so on. So if you aware about how to play with data and how to work on the data, you will be able to do that. It's not that until you have worked on the insurance project only, so you'll be able to understand and will be able to work on the insurance project data only. But you should have idea so that you can work on any of the data. Also, one more thing, if you guys have any questions regarding anything I am saying or something, just write it down. We'll take those questions in end of this session, right? So in first this slide, you can see what is data analyst and what can you do with the data. So data analyst has to analyze, imagine the data, understand the predictive output, what can be done and what cannot be done. Based on that, he'll give the business insights to management team. Like, these are the visuals you can see. In last year, we grow up with sales, but in this current year until September, sales are not going good way. So you should go back to your sales team and do an analysis what is going wrong. And like, this is why data analyst important nowadays, because this is the data era. Currently we are living in data era. Everybody is producing the data, everybody. If you are using your mobile phones, every minute you are producing a data. It might be text data, image data, video data. It could be in different way. So this is the data era we can consider. And data, it's like a petrol or like an engine to run the entire business nowadays. So that is the reason nowadays data is everything. That's why it's on high demand. Everybody wants to hire a data analyst in their organizations, in their teams. So data analyst will make their life very easy with the help of his expertise in the data tools. So if you know about these tools, like how these tools working, how you can import the data, how you can extract the data, how you can do all the required stuff on the data, you will be easily able to do that if you are working in any of the sector, any of the organization. And not only for organization, for yourself as well, you can analyze your expenses and extra anything. Let's move to the next slide. So what you can do with this data? So just an example, as soon as winter is going to start, everyone will be buying winter clothes. That's a prediction. Anybody, any human can predict that um, thing. Like if winter is going to start, everyone will be buying to start the winter clothes. So that's a prediction. Based on that, respective seller maintain their stock accordingly. So they know if winter will start, everybody will come to us and will ask for winter clothes. So they start to maintain a stock of winter clothes. This is a very simple example to get understand how to predict. It's based on the environment and the requirement and the season. It can be on festival basis as well. So this is all about the prediction. Anybody can do that prediction, but this is regarding the weather prediction, like winter is going to come. But if you have the specific data sets as well, the historical data from last 3 years, from last 4 years, and if you know how to react with data, and you'll create something a summarized way, like yeah, this is the data, and based on that you can say, okay, from last 3 years, these are the buyers uh, taking these things in this particular season, in this particular month. They are buying lots of this grocery, or maybe the particular cloth things and something. So you'll be able to understand how to you have to stock a management and maintain a stock accordingly, right? Let's go to the third one. This is a very simple example. You can see here, like what I was telling to you. uh, there is a bar graph in top one sales category. This is the sample data of a superstore. Imagine we are in demand, and as a data analyst want to understand how we will do that. Let's take an example. Looking at this data, grocery is something people buying in mostly. So grocery is the thing every and most of the pupils buying grocery. So this is our top category in DMart shop. Like grocery is the something which everyone needs. So they are coming to us and buying grocery on the top. But if you look at bottom, any other items and gift items, right? So below two sections, any other items and gifts, where business is not running that much. So basically, now we need to check what we can do increase the sales of gift items for the least items, these two, any other and gift item. For an example, what we can do, we can keep a gift item around the clothes. Like if somebody will come to buy clothes, we can also keep the items around the clothes. So maybe if someone will come to buy clothes on their birthdays or any special vacation or something, they'll also see, okay, this is the gift we can buy and we can give to someone, and maybe for themselves as well. So this is the way. This is not the only way, but this is the way you can predict and arrange your items accordingly. So there will be a change after you will do that. And come to the below one. If you will see weekday and weekend, we can see 60% of sales in weekends. So majorly our target focus area of any offers or any coupon items or anything, we can do that in weekends, because most of the customers are coming in weekends only. Basis on this graph we can easily understand. So how I have created this graph based on the historical data which I had, and I have created this graph. Okay, I have created days, Monday to Friday and Saturday to Sunday. So weekends is nothing but it's Saturday and Sunday. So most of the customers are coming on Saturday and Sunday only. And similarly, if we see the time of the day, right, in the third graph, so we can see which is the time where most of the customers are coming. That is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Second one, and the first one is 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 40%. So similarly we can give the offer and all of the things in this particular time range, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., because our 40% business are coming from this time range, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. in evening. So this is the way you can understand based on creating these graphs and all. And on also you are not only the one who will be able to understand, but the guy who is not coming from the technical background, he is not aware about what is data and all, he'll be able to also understand based on this kind of graphs. Like, yeah, this is the way I can understand, because 40% business coming from this time range and so on. He can easily see it and arrange and make a decision accordingly. Let's move to the next one. Which kind of dashboard you can create? Can you see a dashboard on your screen? This is a Excel dashboard. Similar dashboard you will be able to create after your classes ends up. Like if somebody will come to you and will give you some data, I am pretty much sure if you will give your 100% attendance here, and you will be able to create this kind of Excel graphs, Excel dashboards. Also one more thing, we'll not be talking about much technical way, because I know maybe somebody is not coming from the technical background. We'll be talking about the practical way. Each and everything will be talking in the practical way. Like we'll connect the data with our day-to-day life, and we'll understand how we can create a graphs, how it's impacting the business and all. So can you see we have created total sales here, customer source, so we can get to know like calls is the top primary business area where we are getting the incoming calls, presentations, emails, landing page and everything. So this is the way how customers are coming to our way. Top 5 managers we can see there. So for now it will be look like for you like very tricky how we are getting this graphs and every storytelling dashboards and all. But believe me, once you will get the understanding of Excel, you will be able to easily create this type of graphs and dashboards very very easily. And this will be a very interesting session when we'll start with particular module like Excel and Power BI. You will enjoy it, believe me, because we'll be connecting it through your daily life, or not talking about much technical language. So it will be very easy to understand to you. Let's go to the next one. I believe you can see this Tableau dashboard. This is a Tableau dashboard, guys. So this type of dashboard you can easily create in Tableau. So it's very much familiar, and once you will have an understanding, you will be able to easily create this kind of, or better than this as well. Because this is a very simple one. You can do all formatting, and so many things you can do here. Not only the four graphs, you can combine of 10 to 12 graphs or something as per the requirement. And you can also see time period over there, like if somebody wants to see a view of WTD, MTD, QTD, YTD, he can have a view to go here and check the different comparisons. Okay, what work data analyst do? Yeah, this is a very basic questions of this demo session. So, as I said, they play with the data only and come up with the visuals or summarizations where they'll be easily able to explain what is going on based on this data, historical data. Also they can predict and make the future data as well, but that is the different part. But first they need to understand the historical data, and they should be able to create visuals or the summary on the historical data basis on. What they do, they extract the data, prepare the data, and transform the data. What does it mean of transform? It is not really required every time you will get the correct or the only required data only. You might get extra data which is not required, so you will have to transform your data. You need to keep the required data only and need to remove the which is not required. Maybe sometime you will get some columns where there will be null values, so you have to find a solution. Like if there are null values, you can replace them the average or the minimum. Oh, it depends on the data to data. We cannot assume now, but if we'll see the data, we'll be able to assume it. Then data from primary or secondary data source, they extract the data from the different sources. It might be from directly web URL, or maybe somebody is providing you the data on email. Okay, analyze the information, identify the patterns and trends. So they analyze the informations based on the data. They also find the patterns, like yeah, this is the pattern is coming on every month. Like somebody is selling out a particular item on a monthly basis, and with the same or specific amount of sales. So you can easily understand based on the historical data. Report generation, that is very much important. If you will go through this session, you will able to understand how you can generate the report. It might be on daily, weekly, monthly, as per the organization requirement or your management requirement. Maintain the dashboard and reporting. If you have already created a dashboard or reports, you have to maintain those reports and dashboard as well. It's not if you have created one time and you don't need to touch the dashboard again, but you might be receive some kind of existing like make some changes in existing dashboard and reports, so that they'll be fulfill the requirement of operation team. Design dashboards, monitor performance metrics. Like if you are working in a sales company, so sales, like it will be the different category of metrics you will have. You would your management will want to know, like in which different category which how much we are selling, and the different income classes as well. Like these are the income classes, from this class we are earning this much, from this different class we are earning this much. So this will be level of understanding you can have once you know how to play with data, and how to work with data with these specific tools, the available tools. Also you can make the changes in ongoing reports. Statistical techniques, you can statistical techniques, nothing but it are like how to find a minimum value in any data set, the maximum one, or the median, or the mean means average, you can get the average. So you will have to understand like this is the average amount of sale everybody are doing. Let's move to the next one. So who can become a data analyst? There is no challenge to become anyone as a data analyst, because
Yes,
it,
I know. Just
hello,
a second.
yep, who's this? Okay, so if anybody is coming from any background, b tech, bcom, bsc, pharmacy, mba, bba, ba, or etc, he can become a data analyst. He learn these tools, and he know the way how to react or how to work on these tools. He know the interface about the tools, like this is the menu I can find there, and on. Any professionals, if you are already working as a operation team, or as a mis, as a hr, sales, marketing, and so on, you are coming from any professional, you can become a data analyst. You don't need to do some kind of codings, or any past experience in it or something. Just you have to understand and pay your attention in our classes, so you will be easily able to create such kind of dashboards and fulfill the requirement which are coming to your way in when you are going to join or work as a data analyst, right? Agenda, what tools we will be covering in the coming sessions. So excel basic to advanced, from scratch level you will be learning what is excel, how many versions since we got from ms excel microsoft, and what is cell, what is column, what is row, and everything you will be learning from scratch. You don't need to worry if you don't know anything about excel or any of the tool which you can see, sql, tableau, and power bi. You don't need to worry about like okay, I don't know about basic of power bi, how I'll be learning. You will be learn from scratch, and scratch only, like to installation of power bi, tableau, sql, and everything. We'll start from the interface directly, like what is home, what is all the tools and things available in home tab, then insert, and so on. So you will be learning from scratch. You don't need to worry about it. And let's go to the career path of data analyst. First, you know about these tools, you will become a data analyst, and this is only not a end of this journey. Once you have experience of data analyst, you can go and try for the other things like machine learning, deep learning, and you can become a data scientist and ai engineers. And there are no bar from for salary in this field, if you have the required skills available. Because if you'll go back and check on naukri.com or any of the naukri side, you will see there are lots of openings still are pending to be closed. Always you will see 10 k plus 10,000 plus openings for data analyst, and for the other one as well, data scientist and ai engineer. But that's a different part. First you have to go with and learn data analyst. So basically what happens is, when the management get the output, they just need summary. They don't need everything like this is the data and they'll go and read everything. No, no, they just need summary. They don't need excel data. They just want to have a one view dashboard where they can go and understand what is going on. And so I'll be teaching how to make those dashboards, kind of dashboards, so that uh, management can understand. When you will prepare this such kind of dashboard, management can understand the trends, and it will be very easy to read and understand the step by step which are need to take. Let's take an example like uh, go to the excel worksheet. How will start from scratch? Let me create a new worksheet here. Okay, so this is the blank worksheet. Maybe you would have seen this in your past. This is the Excel worksheet I have created, sheet 1. So, as I have mentioned, you will be learning from start scratch. How? We'll be talking about home, insert, draw, page layout, these all tabs. Like in home as well, there are so many sections, subsections, clipboard, font, alignment. You'll be learning about everything. What works every sections do, and how you can use in your daily routine task when you are going to deal with any of the data. It might be a heavy data, it might be very easy or tough one. You can, if you know about this sections, you will easily go there and do whatever you are need. Just for example, let me write something. A, B, C. If I'll say I want to make this B as bold, so I should be know about where I need to go to making this bold. So if you will see in home tab, you can see there is a bold icon. We can also use shortcut key to control plus B. Else we can easily click on this and you can see it's made bold now. So this level of understanding from the basics, and this is just start. Once we'll start, you will get more understanding in deep learning in this Excel and the other tools, because it's not a like it's not a very easy to understand. But if you will pay your attention, and the way I'll be teaching you from like layer by layer, you'll be easily understand and get to know how you can work on these data tools. Only you will not learning this Excel and the mentioned data tools, but you'll be also learning, maybe in future we might uh, we might need to, or we may need to deal with the other tools. Maybe Excel will stop and it will be replaced by other tool. But you'll be also getting understanding, if there is any new tool coming in market, you will be able to easily deal with that specific tool, because you will learning how to deal with data. So if any new tool is coming to your way, you just need to understand the interface of that tool, and you will have already a idea how you can deal with data. It can be the different domains as I have mentioned, and the different kind of any number of column, any number of rows, it does not matter. Just you need to understand how to work on data, you will be easily do that. Also, like from scratch, how you will be learning, like what are columns. So horizontally you can see A, B, C, D, these are columns. So like if I have selected I column, this is I column. So this Excel has, every cell has their own address. So if I'll click here, it should be a own address. So where I can see it, you can go here and see K8. So it means column K and 8 row. This is the cell address of this one. If I click on the other cell, you will get a different cell address, F8. So this is the way Excel understanding the data. If you will be dealing this data, how it will be capturing these all details and the things, it will be store all details with a specific address. And when you will be applying any formula or something, you can easily take a result, or easily get a result, because it's storing everything on their specific address. And what is cells? It's combination of column and row. So if I select H and if I select 10, and here, so if I select H and then 10, this is the center. Okay, let me color it. This is the center of this column and this row, this yellow one. So this is we call cell. So there are three items: column, row, and cell. So this is the level you will be understand from the scratch. Maybe for some of you it might a very 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 basic thing because you already aware about it, but it's for those who are not who didn't um, introduce Excel as of now, and they'll be understanding from this level. Uh, let's take an example of the functions you will get to know. These are the very basic functions. You will get the advanced level functions as well, but I am just giving you an idea from where we'll be starting. Okay, so you will able to understand the sum, average, minimum, like how we can, like this is the data we have, student names and marks. If somebody come to you and ask, just give me a sum of these all students, so in calculator how we'll do it, 85 plus 96, 78, 65, 89, it will take a time. Or these are only five names. If we have 100 different names or maybe 1,000 different names, how you will do that? Simply you will start a formula from equal, then sum, this is the function of Excel, then select the range which you want to sum up, bracket close and enter. See, this is very easy. So Excel makes your life very easy, not with your the professional journey but personal journey as well. Okay, so similarly if we go to check average, if you want to check average of these students, you'll easy you can go here and type a formula average, select the range which we want to make a average, bracket close and 83. I'm just giving you an idea. Don't go on the what I'm doing currently, just directly making a formula or something. Don't worry about it. I'm just giving you an idea. The level we will be starting. Okay, so you will be able to easily understand. Like if you want to get a minimum from here, we simply can type min and enter. See, 65 is the minimum marks from this list. See, 85, 96, 78, and 65 is the minimum one. If we go back and change in this existing marks details, like let's say we change Suman marks as 40, so your minimum results will automatically get changed. See, now it's 40. So this is the power of Excel functions. It will be making changes when you are making any changes in the existing data points. Maximum, similarly, if we can get the minimum, similarly we can get the maximum as well. See, go start max, select marks and 96. So 96 is the maximum marks Binil has achieved. If we change it to 100, see, result got changed. If we change it to 50, so then 89 should be populate here because now it's going to be changed as 50, so the maximum would be 89. Sunil, see, it got changed. Median, what is median? The median value of these marks. So simply we'll start with the median formula, select the range, you can get the median. What is median? If you will sort this all here, if you will sort this all, what is median value? That is 85 because 65 is the minimum, then 78 and so on. So now it's in a range format, smallest to largest. So you will have an idea. This is the median value I have, and similarly, we can count the student names or the marks as well with the help of count formula or count function. Simply count, select the range, and you will get the 5. But suppose like this and this data, there is a big difference. Here, Binil has 96 marks, but here Binil has GF. That is the error of this data. So if you will try to count with count function that recently we have applied, it will be give you the 4, but it should be 5. So how you will get this? you will have to use count a instead of count, because count works on only numerical values, but count a will work and will give you the result of a combination of numerical and text as well. So this is the difference in count and count a. This level of understanding you will get to know, like what are the a bit difference between the similar formulas. There is a bit difference while we are using count a and count. You can see these results, count a giving the result of 5 and count is giving the result of 4. Similarly with count blank, we can also count the blank as well with the count blank formula. Just we have to start with count blank and select the range, it will give you 1. Okay, if you delete any other items or marks as well, it will automatically get changed. Similarly you can get the result based on the conditional way, or based on any condition. Like if you want to count only male students, okay, so you will start count if, select the range, and then it's asking for criteria. You can see here, while we are starting any formula, it's giving you syntax. So first it's asking for range, we'll select the range, then comma, then it's asking for criteria, what you want to count from this particular range which you have selected. So we can put it aim is the thing we want to count here, or we want to count if female. Okay, so once we'll give the requirement to this function, it will give us the result. See, there are two f. Similarly we can count the male as well, count if, then it's asking for range, we'll select the range, comma, then criteria it's asking, so criteria would be m, and see, it's giving the correct result which we can count manually. But this is only 5 students are here. Suppose if you have a 1 lakh students name from any of the exam they have achieved, how many how much marks they have achieved, and somebody ask you to bifurcate and give a bifurcation of male and female, how you will do that? You will not be able to count manually. If you will, it will take too much time, but with the help of excel you can easily do that. uh, Not only the functions, you can do lots of stuff, the different kind of stuffs, like if you can see there is a full name Sarah Kling scene, and if you want to somebody ask you to give the first name only, they don't want the surname, but they just want the first name from this entire list. If we'll go and try to do that manually, it will be take too much time. Okay, scene, Colin, Terry, it will take too much time. And okay, this is something which we can do for 13 counts, but if there is max count like 100 plus or maybe 1000, we'll not be able to do that. Or if we want to go do that, it will be very time consuming. So how we can do that? Simply we can put it here Sarah, and come up with a function that is uh, or a way to do it in excel. If we do that, see, you can see a results. Okay, so what I did, I just press control e, that is flash fill, uh, something which we can do in excel easily. So see, it exactly giving the first name, and how it's understanding, it knows like I have to extract the data before the space. You can see there is a space between name and surname, so it's understanding from date level and fetching the first name only into the next column. Similarly you can have the last name as well if you want to delete it, and if you want to get the last name, just we have to write this here, and Again, select the range, press Control E, you will get the surnames, or you can say last names here. So this level of understanding, if you will have, you will easily can work with any kind of data. See, because it's not only you have to create the summarization or graphs in dashboards, but you will have to also the refine the data. That is very much important, because if you do not have the exact data you want, like in any particular visual you want to show their first name only, how you will do it? You can't do that manually. You will have to create a calculated column, or with the function, like if my data is available there with full name, just extract this in this column, and you can reference that first name column while you are creating any visuals. So this level of understanding you should have, then you will be able to work on any kind of data. Just, and it's not about to extract the data, but combination of data as well. Like uh, if somebody give you data, there is first and last name, and he wants to see a full name, how you will do that? There is a function concatenate. Okay, if you will use this, it's asking, you can see there, text to. And don't worry about this all, like maybe I'm making this fast for now, because this is just demo session. I just want to give you a idea how we'll be learning in upcoming journey. So don't worry about this if I'm making it very fast. We'll uh, we'll uh, we'll learn this slowly, and I'll try to match up your speed only, so that you will be understanding each and everything which we want to learn. So which I have created a function here. I started with function, then it's asking for text one. What is text one? First name. Then it's asking for text two. Select it and bracket close. But it's giving uh, first name and last name, but it's not making any uh, good way, because there is no space available, so nobody will able to find what is from where the surname is starting, and what is exactly surname, or the last name. If we give this particular column to someone, he will not be able to understand. What we can do, can go to the our function again, and then can give a space. See, once we do that, we'll have the exact full name. We'll come to end, drag this formula here, and see. It's very easy. If we'll go to do this manually, uh, it will take too much time, and you can see, if I want to try it, I have just made it for one full name, but in within the same time we have created all the full names here with the help of the excel function. Okay, come to the table way, like you will be able to understand how to sum, count, average, which we have seen in first worksheet. Not only the functions, but you can also use the logical functions. Like suppose, just for an example, there are three names, uh, how much sales they have done, and what was their target. So if you see manually, for Ajay, he his sales count is 580 and target was 640. So did he achieve target? No. So it should be written not achieved, right? Then similarly, for Jerin, target is 1000, but he has achieved 1200. So yes, he has achieved the target. We can put it achieved. And for Ken, target was 700 and achievement 710. So it is also achieved. But these are three names only, and we have done it through manually by looking at the each target and each sales numbers. But suppose if there are a large set of data, large amount of data, how you will able to do that? Easily, there is a function if, very very strong function logical function. If you know about this if function, you can do lots of stuff you can't imagine, but you can do lots of stuff while you are dealing with any kind of data. So let's start. If it's asking for logical test, what logic you want to uh, give this function. So we want to give a logic like if sales amount, we'll select the sales amount or sales count is greater than 640. If it is greater than this, then please give the result of achieved, right? If not, please print as not achieved. So we have created this. See what we had done manually and what we have done uh, through the function, it's giving the same results, but we don't need to do much effort here, because once we have created this formula for one cell, we can easily drag it and it will work for us, and it will give the correct results without any error. If we have uh, make the formula, or if we have put the correct formula here, it will not give any error, and it will give you the correct results as per your requirement and as per your logic. Then you will be also able to understand regarding the pivot tables, because this is also a main part of Excel. If any of the data you are dealing with, you can easily create a pivot table to see a different summarization of the data. So how you can do that, I'll let you know in classes, but just I'm giving you a little brief about the same. So I just want to make it on the same sheet. Okay, so you can see here there are products, year, month, revenue, agents, reason, and target. Okay. If you want to see the different summarization or the different view of this, let's suppose you want to see the revenue year on year. So you will just put revenue year in the row column and revenue in the values column, and it will give you the exact view which you want. Okay. Also you can uh, give a month category here. Like if you want to see month on month, just you have to put this in month row, and you will able to see in 1995 in this particular month how much revenue we have generated. Similarly for 1996 with the month bifurcation as well, and for 1997 as well. Then we can have a look like where which is the year where we have generated maximum revenue. So easily we can see 1995 was the year where we had generated 4550 revenue amount. Okay, so this is the level, because you know how to deal with this data, how to summarize this data. You will able to understand. Okay, let's make it pivot table, and I can have an idea about this data, which was the year for top performer as a for organizer, for organization, and which was the year where we had contributed least revenue generation, that was 1997. Basis on this, we can also create visuals or some kind of graphs, so that we can show these graphs to management team. They'll be able to easily understand by looking these graphs. Not only this one, we can go with the different views as well. Like here we uh, have put age, months and year. We can go with product wise as well. These are three products, and these are the sum of revenue we have generated for respective uh, products. Okay, we can go with region wise as well. See, north and south. So these are regions, and south is the top contributor, 4830, and following by north, because there are only two regions. Not only this kind of, you can put it in column graph and year as well. So you will have uh, both views, year on year and bifurcation of regions as well. So this is the level of understanding you will have, and you will be able to easily create this kind of um, pivot tables, and basis on this you can create your dashboard as well. Just have a look this strong VLOOKUP formula. Maybe you would have heard about this VLOOKUP, because this is the very common formula which every Excel user needs to be learned, because this is very common formula which you will be using in your daily Excel life when you are going to deal with any of the data. So suppose here we have a registration numbers, then names and marks. Suppose if anybody comes to you and he wants to create something or extract the particular data from this data set. So now there are only 15 students or names. So you can easily, like if someone asks you, uh, just give me a name of first registration number one and marks. You can easily go there and copy Suman here, and then her marks 45. So you will get the Suman and 45 as a result of registration number 1. But if we want to change and want to get the data for registration number 10, will it get change automatically? No. Again, we'll have to go manually. How? We'll go manually, search 10 registration number, copy Arun and his marks and put it here. But this is manual way. If we want to make it dynamic, if we just change the registration number, and it will give us a result of name and marks and correct result. So if we make it dynamic, it will also reduce the error. Sometime we may go here and 10, and by mistakenly we may copy Asim the another name, and maybe copy the another marks by mistakenly. So it will, there will be a chance to making any mistake. So if we want to make it dynamic, we can do that with VLOOKUP function. How? Let's start with VLOOKUP. uh, don't go in deep to understand this formula. I'll make your life very easy to understand this formula by some of the examples in our upcoming class. Just have a look what are the results we are extracting through this formula for now. So it's asking for lookup value, that is registration number, then table array. This is this. Let me select it. Okay, then it's asking column index, which value which result you want to print here, that is column number 2 from the selection, and comma 0 and enter. See, it's giving Arun. Let's check manually. From registration number 10 Arun, yes, we are getting the correct result. If we change it to 1, should it change as Suman? Yes, it's changing. So our formula is working correctly. Same we can do that for marks as well. Just select the registration value, select the entire range. Now we'll include the marks column as well. Put it 3, because 3 is the column which we want to print as a result, comma 0 and 45. Now it's dynamic. 15, if we put 15, it will giving us a result Anil and marks as 34. Then 8 Praveen 69. See, on a with the following 8 registration number, Praveen is there and 69 his marks. So this is data we had vertically. So VLOOKUP, it means vertical lookup. But if we have the horizontal data, like this data may be in form of this way, this is horizontal. Okay, so registration number are horizontally available, names and marks following. So how we will get the same result with the Excel function? So there is a different function to get the result through the HLOOKUP or from the horizontal data. Now you can see this data is available horizontally. How we will do that? Simply, instead of using VLOOKUP, we'll go with HLOOKUP, and select the lookup value, and then select the range, put it 2 for name, and put it 3 for marks. Always, please remember, always we have to start formula with equal and 45. Now if we change 4, see Suresh, we need Suresh and marks 66 for fifth registration number. uh, I make it 10, let me select 10 here. 10th registration number, you can see name is Arun and marks is 78. So we are getting the correct result. So don't worry about these functions and all. You will be easily understanding these all things, because as I mentioned, I'll be learning you and teaching you through the daily life example, not in the much technical way, but in the very easy way, where you will be able to understand the level of any modules, of any functions, or anything which we are going to learn in this session. Also, as I mentioned, not only these tools you will be learning, but you will be learning the way to work with any of the tool, data tool, where if you want to make some dashboard, or make some storytelling reports, you will be able to easily do that with any of the other tools or the applications as well, where you will have idea how to deal with any kind of data. So yeah, that's it from my end for today. Let me know. Now I am open for your questions. Okay, somebody is asking to repeat the HLOOKUP. Sorry guys, I was not able to see your uh, messages. Let me explain the HLOOKUP again. Okay, so hope you understood VLOOKUP. This is just a different way, because the data will be in different way. We'll have the horizontal data, like registration number horizontally available. So if we use here VLOOKUP, will it be working? Let's see. VLOOKUP, comma, then select this entire range, then comma 2, comma 0. Is it working? No. Why? Because it's not able to understand what we are looking for, because it's not matching and it's not getting the lookup value which we are putting in the range. So we'll have to go with the HLOOKUP function, because we know all the registration numbers are available in one row only. If this registration number will, I hope you have an understanding of vertical and horizontal. So let me give you an idea. So this is vertical and this is horizontal. The same data you can see with different way. See, this is vertical row wise and this is horizontal column wise. So we'll have to understand which function we need to use where, as per the data forms. So when we'll have the data form in vertically, we'll use VLOOKUP. Then we'll have, if we'll have the data in horizontally, we'll use HLOOKUP. Okay, so now as I said, we have available data in horizontal format. We'll use the HLOOKUP. We'll start with HLOOKUP. Then it's asking for lookup value. What is lookup value you want to find in this particular range? So 10 is the registration number which we want to find in this particular range. Okay, I am selecting this entire range, these three rows. So now what it will do, it will go, let me select the lookup value first, then range. So how it will be working, it will go here in this range and it will search 10. It should be on first row also. Okay, we can't select from second row. It should be on first row which we are looking for. So whatever our lookup value will be, it should be on first row in our range which we are selecting. First row, it doesn't mean only on first row in the worksheet, but first row in the range which we are selecting. It might be from this range. So if I am selecting 14 to 15, so our lookup value should be in 14th row only. This will become a first row for this particular data range. Okay. So now what we want names, and where names are available, so we'll count first row as say in the selection range, we'll count registration number as first, names are 2, so we'll put it 2, then comma, then 0 and bracket close. See, it's giving Arun as a result of 10th registration number. Then similarly we can put this formula for to getting the marks. We'll extract or put the lookup value, select the range, comma, now we want marks, so it's available on third row. We'll select third, comma, 0 and C. Now if we want to change or want to extract the different details for different registration number, we can just go here and change our registration value. For 14 it's giving Amit and 87 marks. If we give 15, and it will give you the result of Suresh 66, which is belongs to 15 registration number. Hope it makes sense. Yep, I am open for any questions if you have. And
Hey, I have a couple of questions.
yes.
Like, firstly, I mean, you mentioned about tools like Power BI and Tableau, right?
Mhm,
So, for us to practice once you complete the session, uh,
mhm.
would you provide a software, or is it something like we can try it? I mean, we can use the online resources.
That's a very good thing. So software or application you can easily install on your systems. Okay. The second thing, for study material or practice material, I will provide you. No issue. I'll provide you the study material for each of the modules. Also, you can simultaneously work with me if you are currently joining through the laptops only or the systems only. You can simultaneously work with me what practicing and what learning we are currently doing. You can go and learn simultaneously. If not, you can just uh, uh, fetch a 30 minutes in your daily routine and just do what we'll done in our 1 hour sessions in upcoming classes, and you will be easily understand. If you have any doubt, you can come to a next day and ask me, this was the doubt you had, and we'll solve that doubt only in the beginning of session, and then we'll go further.
Sure, understood. And
Okay.
the second point is about uh, le- let's say, I mean, this sounded like very generic in the initial point when you started explaining. Like, I mean, the point is about data analysis. I can achieve it with Excel, Tableau, or Power BI. Understood.
Mhm.
But related to this, is there any specific certifications that we can do once the course is complete? I mean, which would help in terms, I mean, which can give us more weightage to our resume.
Yes, yes. So definitely, certificate might be for advantage for you, but honestly, if as per my experience, out of 100, there is only one company will ask you for certificate, but the 99 will ask for the experience. They'll be taking your technical interviews, they'll giving
Hmm.
you some task. These are the tasks you have to done in a specific time. These are the tasks which you have to create with graphs, pivot tables and something do some stuff with Power BI and the other applications. If you are ready to do this task, there will be no certification required from their end. They'll not ask you to submit any certificate. Certificate is just a thing which you can get from the online courses as well, in within like from other Udemy and all. But
Oh,
the main thing is instructor led class which will be providing you. If you will have any
right.
questions, you can ask me on real time. If you will go through the recording sessions from other institute, you will have only understanding what they are telling you. If you will have any questions, you will not be able to ask them. So yeah,
Right.
this is, yes.
Okay.
Okay, anything
Uh,
else?
and just one last question, sorry. I
Sure,
mean,
sure.
you had, there was a mention of Python in the course structure. So do we touch any basics of Python or something like the programming level?
We can touch that, but it is not required for data analysts. It's required for data engineers who will create some applications and something. Data analyst, as a data analyst, you are not going to touch Python in your organizations where you will be working with data analysts. So this will be changing by management team. They have mentioned it, but they'll be changing and put the correct. Just let me give you the correct
Yeah, okay.
journey,
Yeah,
our journey.
just
Can you see my
based
screen
on
now?
yeah, I can see that.
Yes. So, what all things you will be learning, you just have a easily understanding here. Will be touch everything which comes under data analyst. We'll start with MS Excel, basic to advanced, as I have mentioned. Introduction of MS Excel. Uh, Interface, row and columns, then
Right.
shortcuts as well, data entry level, find select. Then we'll go more in deep referencing name range, the functions like sum ifs, count, and everything, logical functions. Then we look up edge lookup, as recently we had a view.
Hmm.
Then advanced function, combination of different mathematics functions, logics, and lookup functions, data validation as well. Like recently we were changing the registration number manually. It might be we can do it, or we can make it drop down there, and we'll be selecting from the drop down only. So we'll have the only value which are available in the existing data set. Date and functions, we haven't touched this date and function in our demo class, but yes, definitely you will have a learning date and text function. These are very useful functions when you are working with any kind of data sets. Cleaning as well, how you will be cleaning the data, number formatting, and converting into a excel table,
Okay.
the data
Yeah.
set, remove duplicates and all. So there are so many if you will go with the material, study material, there are so many things which you will have see, data visualization. And uh, this is just about excel for now. If you will go to
Right.
the power bi has a other section. So this all will be updated on portal as well. And if you want to have a view, management team will provide you this pdf as well. So you'll have a
Oh,
basic understanding what all things we are going to touch and cover up, right?
sure. Okay,
Um,
that's helpful. Thank you.
Hi,
Okay,
hi.
go ahead.
I have a question. Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Um, we, you said, are we going to touch on Python because job descriptions ask for Python now for data analysts, so it's necessary to at least do some sessions on Python for data analysts or data science, whichever it is, because I'm seeing job descriptions and they are asking for Python. Everywhere is asking for Python. So
No worries, we'll,
at
yes,
least let's work with the Python libraries. Something like that. We can't keep on
sure,
saying
sure,
they
sure,
ask it. It's always
sure.
in all
If
job
it is
descriptions
required,
right now.
yep, yep. If it is required, we'll definitely touch python with the libraries like pandas and numpy
No, no,
libraries,
no.
because these are the,
It's not about if it is required. It is in job
hmm,
description. So we need to add
ye-
it to it.
sure, sure. So
Because
I'll be taking the,
if not, it's gonna be an incomplete course because you will still have to go back. I've checked like 5 job descriptions and they are asking for Python. So
okay. So
you shouldn't escape
And
it. We
what
should
about
add
programming?
it. Yes, they're
sorry,
asking for Python experience with Python. Yes, preferred. When I mean,
as a
you
data
don't need,
analyst.
you don't need, yes, you don't need to know it
Mhm,
fully, but you need to know
mhm.
enough and use the Python libraries for data, which is I think pandas.
Agree, agree,
So
okay.
so we need to go through that. It's actually very. I've checked 5 6 jobs now on LinkedIn, and
Mhm.
for data analyst and Python is there.
No worries. We'll definitely touch Python. We'll cover up all the basic things. if interviewer will ask any questions to you, you will definitely not got blank, will get blank, and you will have more understanding regarding the Python. We'll definitely
Yes,
add up
and
Python in our course details.
and also how to use the libraries, the pandas,
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes,
specific.
yes. This is part of basic understanding. Yes, definitely will pandas and NumPy as well.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yep,
Please.
yep. We'll add up. We'll add up. Yep, Mahendra, you had questions.
Yeah, Sanjay, what about the R programming?
R is not mostly using currently actually. If you will see, you will find from the thousand job, there will be only one or two job they'll asking for R. Because if you are going to cover up R as well, in initial phase, it will be very confusing for you. R and Python both.
And some of member using the Python or R programming.
Some
Yeah,
of the members.
using the R programming and Python as well, so both for
Okay,
data.
so yes, yes. Some of the organization they are using, but most of the organization using these tools which we have mentioned, including Python only, because R is not y- non tool for now, which every organization using. If you'll go to the to finding a job on naukri.com, you will find related to they are asking for data analytics, power bi, data visualization. I have searched for data analyst job role. Okay, you can see there are 15,308 job roles are available and are open to fill up. If you will see data analysis, analytics, reporting, management, and everything. And believe me, you can see they have mentioned R and Python, but these are the just additional they have put up there. But they'll not asking any question related to R and Python. But we'll be definitely cover up Python as you have mentioned. You want it, we'll definitely cover up the basic of Python. But R is not much required. If you'll see job descriptions are, you will not find R. uh, Maybe in some cases you can find, but mostly you will be find data analysis, data, and uh, these tools. WC R is there for one job only. And apart from this, we can see they are asking for the different things. And they are not only asking regarding the tools, they have mentioned tools as well, but specifically especially you will see they have mentioned data analysis. So you should have understanding of data analysis, how to react with data, how to work on data, how to understand the data. First you will have to understand the data, how you can see the data in different views. Once you see the data, the visual should create in your mind, then only you will be able to create the data sets. So if this level of understanding if you will know, you can work with any of the other tools as well and applications as well. Yep, hope that makes sense for your question. Any other question, or Mahendra, do you have any other question?
No, I'm good.
Great. uh, Anybody else? Okay, then I think we can conclude the session here. Hope this makes sense for all of you, and you got the understanding how you can become a data analyst. And I hope to see you all in our live classes starting from Monday. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.